What's good, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. Your boy Trigger Jones back again for another unintended opinion. And you know when we get into it, we get into it. You know how I do. Another reaction video bringing y'all. Just want to say with this one, of course, from the Antoine Daniel show, morning show, just going over, kind of listen to this clip about Klay Thompson and of course, Megan Stallion. They broke up, so Klay Big Dog had to get rid of that bitch. But either way, it's women like this here that kind of, they all are entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. None is intended. Everything is, how can we say, your expression. But it's women like this one you guys see that we know she probably has no idea and just going based off of women emotion and just ranting and talking. Trust me. Let's get into it, man. Hey, shout out to Anton Daniels. I'm pretty sure this should be straight. Let's get into it.
And Klay, she keeping the Maybach, but you gotta go. How could you do this to our good sis? When we were rooting for you, we were all rooting for you. Now, Megan just posted in her story that Klay was cheating on her. She said, cheating had me around your whole family playing house, quote unquote, cold feet. I'm assuming that means married. She goes on to say, holding you down through all.
Now, I just want to say, first off, before we definitely get into it, hey, I don't think Clay was gonna marry her. He probably found out what the real was and found out who she really is and how she probably ain't got it like that and still want a whole bunch of money from him. He got them bands and them racks. So I kind of can't blame him for this. But we gonna I digress. We gonna see what's going on. Let's get back into it.
All your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season, and now you don't know if you can be monogamous, air quote. She finishes up and says, B, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. And this is why I'm just so happy that they did not move in together. I'm so happy they didn't move in together. And this is a prime example as to why you need to have your own money. Because it don't matter how much he be parading you all over town. They gonna play in your face every time.
And here's the thing though. She talking about parade in the face. It's automatically the male automatically gets the shitty end of the stick, bro. Like how? I don't understand. It seems like with celebrities, no matter what, if the male does it, he automatically gets a shitty end of the stick. We already know she has a stigma to her already. We already know she has a past. We know she is frisky and like to get down. So I mean, she trying to play this to make herself look good, but we don't know what she really was into. We really don't know.
I tell you that much. As a 40-year-old who's had her face played in, they gonna play in your face every time.
I know she'd have had. Just look at this child on the back. I know she'd have had that face played in it. Just look at her. She look like somebody's grandma, mom, auntie, sister that nobody wants. That if you do hit it, it's because you was drunk. And I'm not saying she's not attractive. There's not someone out there for her, but I'm just saying when women like this that look like this say stuff like this, use them. I'm just saying, my opinion.
And I really just hope that this doesn't affect her on her Broadway stint right now. She's doing so fabulous and she's selling out all these shows. And I really hope that doesn't affect her, like the future of what she's doing with her career because, breakups are hard. They do. They take a mental toll on you. And y'all know Megan, she don't use the internet like that no more. So the fact that she came to the internet and said it means that it's affecting her. And I hope it doesn't. And as for you, Klay, you can go ahead and get up out of here.
So first of all, she talking about she don't use the internet. Bitch, bye. Why is this whole on her line? Why? Why is she on his line? Knowing who don't use the internet. This is my sis Tory Lane. Why? Because she don't want to see all the slander and the YouTube videos and all the evidence against her ass that people are still making out there trying to free that man. Yeah, that's probably why she don't use the internet. Jay and them probably telling her don't use the internet. That's probably why her PR is telling her don't use the internet. But that bitch she on there. She see it from afar. I'm just saying what you think.
Klay Thompson allegedly cheated on Meg the Stallion. Shocker. I wish I could be surprised about this. I honestly do. And I truly hate that he cheated on her. But nothing about this shocks me.
Shout out to sis right here, man. I forgot her name. She's on TikTok. Like she be giving raw opinions on both sides. I mean, she do go hard on the females too. Don't get me wrong. But and she makes him a little biased for some females. She will, but trust me, she be speaking to real facts. Let's get back to it.
Nothing about athletes, rappers, or any man in the entertainment industry do I ever believe are going to be a faithful man. I truly don't even understand at this point why any woman goes into it thinking that she's getting a faithful man when it comes to these men. You know how y'all be saying that little goofy is all men until it's no man? That's where this applies, right? Because most of all them go cheat.
I am flabbergasted that so many women have a vested interest in this whole Meg and Clay situation. And of course, it was a conversation that was had on After Hours, one of my channels, when it first broke that they was together. And when they went public, it was just hilarious to me because Clay Thompson, amongst circles of people that really study and follow the NBA because we love sports, have always been known to be a guy that keep a stack with him. You know what I'm saying? He keep a fleet with him. And when they got with this whole Meg the Stallion thing and they just immediately went public, it was just so hilarious to me because everything that they posted seemed manufactured. So the fact that she's posting this publicly and going off publicly shows me A, that she's just a regular person like everybody else. And B, if she can't do it, then y'all need to stop following Meg the Stallion for relationship advice, looking for inspiration on who you gonna find and marry. And the real fun part is
First of all, who's following Megan Stallion for advice in relationships? When has this bitch ever had any positive track to even give advice? If anything, she's the one you want to take advice from of what not to do. Clearly.
to see how many people are going to switch up and change their demeanor and their perspective based off of the fact that, wait a minute, Clay Thompson was awesome and look at this and look how he treating her or whatever, and men can change. For women, which I believe that men can change for themselves. It has nothing to do with women. It don't matter how bad you are. It don't matter how much money you have or how famous you are, because everybody is so confused as to why he can't stay faithful. Which I don't look at it as him cheating because it's not like they was married. And I know that that's also going to generate a lot of conversation because people feel like
I agree with Antoine. Cheating, if you're not married, it's not cheating. Like I always say, it's a lot of people that go by Christian values but don't live by Christian values. And the only Christian value that is the real big deal breaker is cheating and breaking up over that. That's just the only thing. But they don't follow any of the other rules themselves. But when it comes to cheating, that's like the be all, even though it's not really cheating.
oh man, you got agency over a person, you need to be faithful to him. But again, that's not his wife. And so if he's upfront with her and say, hey, listen, I don't know if I can be faithful to you, regardless of how you feel about family and all of this parading in front of social media. And I think that the best relationships are ones that are lived off social media, not on social media. You can't go by what people paste in their pictures. Then it's all fake and manufactured to begin with. Even the regular relationships, people that walk around every single day and they flaunt and talk about and post fake pictures of each other on Instagram and all of this other type of stuff, and they smiling. They arguing like cats and dogs in real life. So, moral of the story is that you got to stop looking at celebrities and entertainers and basketball players and athletes and rappers and whoever else that you can find for inspiration. And the real inspiration comes from people that actually has lived it, has been married for a significant amount of time, and they're keeping it together and they raising their children in a strong household. This is
Now here's the only problem I got with Anton is when he say shit like this. I know he's married, you know, he got a wife, he got a kid, he got a whole family. But from what we know of, he been with his wife since high school. He said he's never cheated. So how can he really give a real opinion on this? Because he been with the same bitch, according to him.
a nothing burger to me.
And so your best bet is to just want the money and the lifestyle. And pretty much just tell yourself, I'm okay with the cheating as long as I can have the money and the lifestyle, because it's almost a guarantee he go cheat. It's just a matter of time whether or not you find out is he sloppy with it, but he is probably going to cheat on you. I don't know how we still at the point where we be having so much optimism when it comes to these type of men. I think a lot of y'all think because these people are who they are, because she Meg the Stallion, because of her body and stuff, you would think, oh my God, Klay would be crazy. How many beautiful women got to get cheated on before y'all realize let that go? That is not a factor in this situation. The attractiveness is not a factor in if he's gonna cheat. So it can't be that y'all are still stuck on. Her being a celebrity doesn't mean anything. He's well known too. They on equal playing field. But at the end of the day, she making it out without a baby. So a win is a win.
And I've been trying to tell y'all about these fucking athletes. I've been trying to tell y'all about these fucking athletes. These niggas can't be trusted.
Now you see, it is bitches like this right here that we know for a fact that have been ran through, slammed through, and she just wants to scream just to make it seem like she's made, like she's right. Man, everybody know if you got some status, if you are an athlete, anything like that, you gonna hit some hoes. Or vice versa. If you're a female, you can have the niggas. Or the guys. My apologies, you two don't like that word. So, but you know, like, to think you can't get a man as a female celebrity athlete just as a male sports athlete or celebrity can, that's crazy.
Liking athletes is an epidemic that I hope my sisters get cured from. The bags aren't worth it. The trips aren't worth it. Not enough money in the world is worth it. He couldn't stay loyal to Megan the Stallion. Like, please.
So Meg the Stallion just posted a story accusing Klay Thompson of cheating, and apparently they broke up. And as someone who is so petty, I just want to revisit the comments that people left on that podcast clip I did a few months ago. People were calling me a hater. People were saying that I've never experienced real love. This is what happiness looks like. People were saying that women don't experience kind men. So when we see men being kind, we don't know how to accept it. We're skeptical about it. People say that we need to stop calling men who treat women well squares. Just because your man doesn't do it doesn't mean that he's not genuine.
How do y'all not know, respectfully, and this is no hate towards Klay whatsoever, but in general, how do these women not know what's really happening with Klay and how he been playing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing to me how women's intuition never works when it's supposed to work, but then at the same time, they they give so many props and then they take.
It's because it's called the blame game and accountability that they will never ever accept. Men don't do it either, but most adults will take accountability. But a lot of women you will see will, negate and block, blame, push the blame to other ways. Pretty much play the blame game.
Get back and then they villainize you, but then you was you the whole time. Like nothing ever changed. And again, I think that celebrity relationships are hilarious to me. It's just like tabloids. It's just like J Lo and Ben Affleck and Angelina Jolie. Well, actually, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. That one was a little bit more interesting because they actually had adopted kids together. But my point is that the more things change, the more they stay the same, and it's almost like these people are just not familiar with what goes on in celebrity circles. I almost think that they were paired together, and the fact that they had a fling and a really good time. So what? You posted it on Instagram. So what? You posted it on social media. So what? That y'all was defending each other or whatever, so on and so forth. The reason why I don't think that it was authentic or I think it's hilarious is because why are you posting that on social media? Not even the getting together part, but the breakup part. Like Klay didn't say anything, but she's posting it on her stories, but she don't even really be on social media like that anymore. It doesn't make sense to me.
I called BS. I called BS from the beginning. He was putting on a show. That was so performative. You could tell. Everyone who's acting all like, oh my God, I'm so devastated. I thought they would last. Devastated for what? Like, I hope she's genuinely okay. But honestly, devastated for what? That man was putting on a show. It was a performance. You could tell by the way that he acted. It felt fake. And the problem is the whole women don't experience real love. The shit we see on the internet, a lot of that influencer, love content, showing off, getting all these, that's not real love. Like, it could be a part of it, but that is not the baseline of real love at all. I feel like as women in the social media era, women are just so easily impressed with shit. We see a celebrity man, pick up a woman.
I got to say something. I have to totally agree. She is 1,000% right. Like I tell my homegirls, my sis, all the time. Stop looking at the material and look at the actions of a male, of a man. Like look at the actions. Once you begin to look at the actions, you will definitely see if a person cares about you unconditionally or not. Because that's why I say to people all the time, stop looking at what you can buy, go and spend. It's about what you can do within, man. And it may not be perfect, but you'll know. Material is not going to always show.
Put her in the back seat, give her roses, be so kind and apologetic on camera and apologize for everything. That man is an NBA player, an all-star, a nerd, and a cheater. Like, anyways.
I am so devastated for Megan Thee Stallion. I care so deeply about Megan Thee Stallion. She's like a family member to me. I adore her.
Bitch. The fuck?
I am so sad for her, dude. Like, she's been through so much in her life, and she deserves everything good in the world. I can't believe. I want to just give her a big hug.
And this is why. And this is why I do not enter into monogamous relationships with these men. Because it don't matter how fine you are. It don't matter how educated you are. It don't matter how successful you are. They still gonna find a way to cheat, baby.
Hey, now, I like her. She my kind now. She says she don't get into monogamous relationships, and I don't either. Well, I mean, I do, but you know what I mean. It just depends. I used to. I put it like that. I used to get into those until I learned.
They will still find a way to cheat. Somebody asked me in the post about women who make over $300,000. They said, Dad, why all the women in here divorced? Because these men can't handle it. They can't handle it. They can't handle a fine, successful woman. They can't. And
And she's one of the reasons why she's the reason why she's probably single. It's just the fact that uh here we go once again. I bet you she says she's a Christian and she of course she deep, believes deep into the Lord. But if we really look at the Bible, like we always say, monogamy is not real. It was forced upon a religion, and that was just to make sure that everyone had somebody to go around in the Caucasus Mountains and in the Europeans. But otherwise, even in nature, as we see, that's cool.
rich ones, they definitely don't want to find successful woman because they want to be able to manipulate you with their money. And then the broke ones don't want to find successful woman because now she's just bringing out your insecurities because you ain't successful like her. So it's a double-edged sword, baby. So you just got to play ball, ladies. Play ball. Go outside and have fun. Have a good time. That's it. That's all. That's all they're good for. And I ain't talking to the ones who's married. I don't care. Because even them ones, they ain't shit either. But if you love your man, I love it for you. If he's a good man to you, I love it for you too.
These women just talking. I don't know how you group all men into the same category based off of what a celebrity basketball player who already has a history of having a fleet and a woman who has a history of kind of sort of being passed around into the industry. What did y'all think was going to happen? Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off.
And that's the end of that, man. See, before we depart, man, I just want to let you guys know, man, don't don't live by celebrity lives. They're just regular humans, just like me and you. At the moment that everybody gets caught up, you get put into a category for no single reason at all. May not fit you at all, but guess what? In the moment, if you mess up right now, fellas, understand you're gonna get placed and called a Clay. Just know that. And guess what, ladies? You may not even be perfect. You may not even be what you think you are. But in your heads and in your eyes, you are. So you see, you are the prize. But I guarantee you, if we really got to talk to both of them and ask the truths, I guarantee you it was either, like you say, a play or they were never really compatible to begin with. But once again, you know it's your boy Trigger Jones. Once again, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. You know, gonna be back again. Holla at you.